Hello and welcome to Wolfman Gaming. This is my Sekiro Shadows Die Twice complete walkthrough, and this is episode 18, which I have named Headless and Shichimen Warriors. In the last episode we took down Ishin the Sword Saint, but we didn't go and talk to Kuro. Instead we are gonna do one last thing before we end New Game and you can venture into New Game Plus. The first thing we're gonna do is enhance our attack power with the memory of Ishin, and then it's time to take on the Headless and the Shichimen Warriors. And the key to taking these guys down is all in preparation. So the first thing we want to do after the memory is go to the vendor in Mibu Village and buy the mottled purple gourd, which cures the terror status and also increases your resistance to it. And also we want to buy a bunch of divine confetti, because 5 of these are fought above ground, and I would recommend that you have at least 2 divine confetti per boss fight going in. So here I'm gonna give you a quick peek of my setup of my inventory, so feel free to pause the video. And make sure to have the Phoenix Lilac Umbrella equipped, the purple one. Because that is built to soak up terror damage, and it will nullify every attack these enemies have. Because all 7 of these are apparition based. So all their attacks inflict the terror status, and if your terror meter builds up, as we all know, that is an instant kill state. And the Shichimen warriors like to jump around, so you can use the mid-air death blow. I tried to go for it, but I got clocked by one of his mini skulls. And whenever he teleports, he always does that giant death beam when he reappears. So just activate the umbrella and start crouching towards him. That is the great thing about the umbrella, that you can move while you have it active. And it just soaks up that entire beam, and that is... there you see the effect of it if you're an idiot like me and just face tank the entire thing. And in between health bars, make sure to rebuff with divine confetti, and also I recommend using Akko's sugar because it makes the fight go even faster. And we want to build up his posture and take down his health as fast as we absolutely can. And that Shichimen warrior, he drops the Malcontent's ring that you use to upgrade your finger whistle to the top tier. If you're going for platinum in this game, the only ones you have to kill are actually the Shichimen warriors. Because they are the only things that, or they are the only bosses that drop things related to trophies. And this Shichimen warrior right down there to the left, he is unique in the sense that you can actually jump down and do a death blow on him and cut his health in half. But if you're going for that strategy, make sure to clear out the surrounding area down there by the rocks. Because there are quite a few of those lightning hounds down there, and if you don't kill them beforehand, they will notice the fight and try to get involved and mess up your entire business. But here you get a closer look of him, and he drops lapis lazuli that you need to upgrade some of your prosthetic tools to the top tier. And while we're at Fountainhead Palace, go to the feeding grounds, because it's time to take on the first one of 2 underwater headless. There are 2 underwater and there are 3 above ground. And there are some differences in between them. The underwater version only has 1 health bar, and this one has also a friend, an illusion headless that you can see over to the left. Just ignore the illusion. Go for this one. Kill him as fast as you can, because both of them will attack you and their attacks hurt. If you need to heal, go in behind this fish carcass. Most of their attacks will basically never hit you. You will see me get clocked I play this fight really sloppily. And when I go in behind the fish carcass again to heal, one of their distance shots follows me. Goes completely Angelina Jolie Wanted style. But that's okay, we can revive. And also the underwater Headless can actually be hurt properly even without using Divine Confetti. And that is something they put in because you cannot rebuff with Divine as long as you are underwater. But while we still have the Divine Confetti active, that's why I was being so aggressive at the beginning. Because I wanted to do as much damage as I could before that would wear off. And as soon as you kill the real one, the illusion dies with him. And the next one, we go to the idol in the upper tower, Kuro's room, and we will find that one down in the moat. And this one is significantly easier than the one by the feeding grounds, because this one is alone. So you only have to face off against one of them, and they are... A great way to approach these fights is to not do the way I did with the one in the feeding grounds. Try to avoid their distanced attacks. But he is down here and he drops Ango's Spirit Fall because the different sugars are named after these guys. They were once great soldiers and they have fallen in battle and become these ghosts. But now we are in the hidden forest and I'm gonna show you the first above ground Headless, and these are by far I think the hardest ones if you don't approach them correctly. But just like the Shichimen warriors and the underwater version, we buff up with Akko's Sugar and Divine Confetti, and here is where we're gonna use our umbrella the most. So jump down, sadly you cannot do a death blow on these. And these guys also slow you down when you get close to them. When you have damaged them enough, you will negate the mist they have created around them. But what you want to do is just activate the umbrella. And when you take away the mist, you will be able to move fast again. But you want to activate the umbrella. Wait for him to do his combos, most of them only have 2 swings. And then go in and be super aggressive and then activate the umbrella again. And when he does that big 360 swing, he will disappear and reappear behind you. When he reappears, you need to instantly turn around and face him. Do not just turn the camera, but turn Sekiro around. Because if you don't, he will actually reach into your ass, yank out your soul, and put it inside himself. That is something I thought I would never say in a walkthrough, but it's true. And if you don't believe me, feel free to try it. But it will most likely kill you, because as far as I can remember, that attack does a, pun intended, shitload of damage. But the 2 remaining ones, we will take them on just the same way as we did with the first one. There are no variations. The only thing that varies are the arenas. So teleport to the Ashina outskirts stairway, and I think I warned you about this direction when we went here at the beginning of this walkthrough. And in this cave where we fight this one, there is also a path leading to an item called the Demon Bell, which is a giant clock that you can ring, which will curse you with the curse of the Demon Bell. And that will make the game harder. Enemies will take more damage, they will output more damage towards you. But the trade-off for activating it is that they also drop better loot. So that is great to activate if you want to farm for certain materials or stuff like that. And you can deactivate the curse whenever you feel like it. And the one in the Ashina outskirts, the Headless in the Ashen Outskirts, is the one that drops Akko's Spirit Fall. So if you're just gonna take out one of the Headless, I would recommend going for him, because Akko's is one of the sugars we use the most in this game. But after he is dead, head to the Undershrine Valley Idol, and we're gonna go to the burial ground where we picked up a prayer bead. So just do a 180 turn, and we're gonna shimmy across this cliff. And now that we are getting close to the end of this video and the end of this walkthrough, I must say, this to me has been my most challenging project yet. But I've had super much fun creating this, and I hope you have had fun following it as well. And most of all, I hope that it has helped you getting through the game. I said in the beginning that we would get through this game together, and hopefully that has come true, and that you have mastered Sekiro and had as much fun with this game that I have, because I think definitely that this is the best game of 2019. But it's time now to say goodbye to Sekiro as he fights off the last Headless and gets the Gokan Spirit Fall. And after you've taken down all of these, go back to Kuro, back up your save file, unlock all 3 remaining endings, and have fun going through this game on New Game Plus. But now, as always, I want to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again in my next walkthrough. So until next time, this is the Wolfman signing off.